When my alters pretend to be me in public, can you guys tell the difference? Hi YouTube, my name is Jess from Multiplicity&Me, a channel dedicated to ending the stigma of DID, also known as dissociative identity disorder. Today's Mythbuster is all about alters being overt like the media portrays. Huge displays of speaking in public and speaking in funny voices are often seen as the norm, but the truth is, unless alters are in a stable and safe environment, it's recorded that only 6% of cases have a florid presentation. Hi Iris, always come to join me for my videos, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, I know that's ironic considering you guys get to see my guys be themselves on YouTube. But don't forget, this is when they're in a safe environment and in an environment where they feel that they can be themselves, because I guess even though there's a camera there, it kind of feels like nobody's watching. But in public, it's a different matter altogether. On a few videos that we've had now, you guys, the public, have asked us how easy it would be to tell if one of the boys were pretending to be me, as they would do in our everyday lives. So why don't you guys watch the following clips and see if you can identify who is being who. Is it me or is it them? In each clip we had the boys vlog as normal, but asked them to keep the camera running and hidden if they were to meet anyone. The general rule is if no one's around they'll speak like themselves, but if someone comes around they'll speak like me. The only downside to these clips is that obviously not all facial expressions and body language is captured, which I've been told is the biggest giveaway to identify who's being out even when we're trying to be hidden. So I guess the main thing for you guys to focus on is the voice, but I think the boys have mastered that pretty well by now.
I'm a mystery to everyone that comes along and talks to me.
I am an enigma. Say I am an enigma.
Can you tell though? I am an enigma.
So what happens when Madam turns her food up? Today we are doing just plain boiled carrot. I'm just dropping some on the floor for the dog as we speak. So hopefully this won't turn into more dog food.
Guess who it is?
What?
You have to guess who it is. Guess who. I might be Jess, I might not be Jess, but you have to tell me.
Guess who I might be. Yes.
Am I not doing a good enough job?
Now I can hear it. Such a long time since I've driven a convertible.
It's an amazing sunny day. It's an amazing sunny day. Guys, what kind of day is it?
It's an amazing sunny day.
Hooray! So there are 4 clips. Did you guys manage to suss out to be me? Why do we all pretend to be one person? Well, it's part of what DID is made to be. It's ultimately a defense mechanism that keeps us safe. There would be like no point in that if we were obvious to everyone and identified as a multiple person to everyone we came into contact to, because that would be unsafe. That would draw unwanted and unnecessary attention. Again, YouTube is different, and you know the reason that we do this for YouTube is to create that awareness, but it's not something that we do in our everyday lives. Our online lives and our real life are very different in the way that my boys won't be themselves unless they feel comfortable around the people that they're with, and the people that they're with are comfortable around them. Giving that facade that we are one deflects from that notion that we are anything but normal. It allows us to present as functioning and keeps us from unwanted attention. When we were growing up, this overall facade had teachers describe us as moody, erratic, and over-emotional in my school reports. So those are the things that came back towards the end of my school years actually. Went up until then, like we had been like a top student. And I think that was at a time where sort of I realised that I had a system. We were sort of destabilised in learning that, and I was trying to put my life together, but then it was just very chaotic, and I think that came across. So when they're trying to view me as one person, that's the kind of overall general vibe they were getting, is that I was quite this unstable maybe person. So this is at a point where I didn't really accept my system, I didn't really accept what was going on, I didn't embrace any of it, I was trying to lock it all away and ignore that it was there, trying to push it right the way down essentially. And this is where we had more fragmented parts and gaps in our memory. I'm not sure what people would describe us as now if we were acting as one all the time. I guess it would be interesting to know. I think now that we're a lot more stable and we're much better at kind of sailing the same ship, or driving the same car, if you want to use that analogy. Yeah, I wonder if the difference would be as noticeable now as it is back then, because I think if anything we've probably gotten better. So yeah, I would be interested if there is much of a change, or if we give an even smoother appearance to this already covert disorder. So let's reveal the clips. Did you guys guess them correctly?
There you go.
Speak like me, talk like me, like normal. And then I've got to go into stealth mode, isn't it?
Into stealth mode. I like going into the stealth mode.
I can't bother.
Just do it. I am an enigma.
I'm an enigma. Oh, like, am I supposed to say it like Jess or like me?
Say it as you, then as Jess.
We're walking past people.
I am an enigma.
I am an enigma. Oh yeah. I am an enigma. Really?
So the first clip you would have seen is Ed. He was being me when we were walking around the boating lake, and he was trying to, I guess, kind of awkwardly, unsuccessfully flip between speaking like him and speaking like me every time a person walked past, which made things quite challenging, because obviously that isn't an environment that Ed would keep speaking in and then switching back, so he just probably wouldn't say much, or he'd speak at a very low voice. So that was a bit weird, but the first clip is Ed. So hopefully this won't turn into more dog food, but we could always give it a try. I find myself speaking more like Jess when I'm around the baby, because I guess it's familiarity and it brings a little bit of comfort. So yes, it's Jamie right now. And we're doing like a super boiled carrots, so we'll see how it goes. Although Miss is going, so I'm not sure how well received it's going to be. The second clip we have is Jamie in the kitchen. He's talking there about our baby Evie, and that sometimes to make her feel more secure, the boys will speak like me, because, you know, it's just a feeling that maybe we should all be a little bit more cohesive around our baby while she's growing up, until she gets to a point where she understands. Who knows?
Right, okay, that's not fair, because I've never been wrong. Ever.
Have sometimes.
Never.
Sometimes.
Never. Do it again. Let me see the laugh obviously going to give it away, but...
Is it?
Yes.
Am I not doing a good enough job?
Now I can hear it.
Okay.
Now I can hear it.
Stop making me laugh.
Not even doing anything.
Okay. Okay, but who is it?
What?
Okay, but who is it?
Well, unless you're doing an impression of Ollie.
Yeah, fair. Sorry, yeah, fair. You got me.
The next clip we have is of Ollie asking Gaz, can you recognise him just by looking at him? Which is pretty hard to do for anyone, can I say. It doesn't matter how long you've been with someone, that can be quite tricky.
It's an amazing sunny day.
Hooray! Look at the convertible! Oh my gosh! It's the sky! It's the sky! Let's go! Fast! Oh, don't lose my phone.
I can only imagine if it went woo!
I'd be so sad. I would be so sad. Like, please don't lose my phone.
And the final clip then, that's Jess going out for a day drive. Which means what? It means, of course, that you guys have been speaking to me, Jake, throughout this whole video. Did I give it away? Was it obvious? My job as I guess, like the job that I have, is to try and be the most, like, underground part, like to be the most undetectable part. So hopefully I've pulled off my job pretty well. You know, and when we were growing up, it was to make sure that I could act as Jess and be Jess in whatever circumstance. So yeah, for me, being hidden is extremely important because it keeps us safe. It keeps people from thinking anything is wrong. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, but surprise. So I hope this has helped you guys understand like how we do it, what we do, and hopefully it's been a little bit of fun too for you guys to identify who's who in every clip. But okay, yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. I hope this has been like enlightening and has answered that question for you guys. And of course, you know, if you have any more questions, feel free to just ask. And we do read every single comment that we have. So yeah, But like I said, you know, the biggest part of this is that DID is a defense mechanism, it's a coping mechanism, and it's a hidden disorder. So, you know, the fact that we would be ourselves like that in public and so obvious is just not accurate. Like, systems aren't like that. We've learned to be hidden, we've learned to be safe. So, you know, we do this for the purposes of YouTube, where you guys can see kind of behind the scenes of that. So, you would meet us on the street and get exactly what those clips show. But I guess, you know, if you didn't and you're watching our videos right now, you get what's much more behind the scenes. So you guys get to see more of a glimpse on the inside of how a system like us works and operates. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, you guys, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'd super appreciate it, and press the little bell thingy to get notifications. We are uploading on the 1st of each month at least, so please check back, okay? We're doing our best anyhow. It's kind of difficult, but you know, we're persevering, we're pushing through it. We've been through like real bad anxiety lately, but we're getting there. And hopefully this video would be a good comeback to that. But thanks everybody so much for watching, and we hope that you have an awesome day wherever you are in the world. Don't forget, you are super special, and we love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us this whole time. You guys are great. Anyhow, everybody, I'll talk to you super soon. Bye, bye-bye.